Okay, just a reminder, DMR quiz came out on Friday. I've only had 11 people take that quiz. That means 7 of you have a 0% F on your report card for that quiz. If you forgot to take Friday's quiz, it's still up there. Go click on the link and get it done. Okay, turn in a Seesaw upload telling me that you're done with a screenshot of your score, please. And then I will get that reflected in the grade book. Even if you don't do well on the quiz, even if you only get like 3 out of 7 points or something like that, that's better than 0 out of 7 points. Okay, so get those turned in. All right, today we are going to work on that last part of that measurement standard, and it is temperature. We are only going to spend 1 day on temperature for several reasons. The first being that you guys know how to read a number line, and that's what temperature is. The second being that you guys have a good understanding of temperature, because when you're in school, you would ask every day, are we going outside for recess? And then the teacher would give you a temperature and you would say, oh, no, that's too cold. Or you'd say, yay. So you guys have an awareness because you also see the news, you see your cell phones, it's got the temperature, you know what's up. Okay, so you have a lot of background knowledge. The third reason we're going to move quick on this is because all you got to do is read it. We're going to start comparing temperatures in your later school years, but this year's goal is just to read, okay? So if you would please go ahead and add a response. I'm going to play our success criteria as you're pulling that up. Our success criteria today has a specific focus. You will see the arrow pointing to estimate temperature in degrees Celsius, estimate temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, measure temperature in degrees Celsius, and measure temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, okay? When you watch the news stations and they give you a high and a low, and they give you a word like chilly or sweltering, those are estimation words. It has not happened yet, but those are best guesses for how hot or cold it is going to be. Your goal is to be able to estimate or guess which temperatures are going to be hot or cold or feel like a room and so forth. Okay, William, a question.
I was going to say we should also know because I think most second grade classes did weather charts.
Yes, you have been tracking weather for several years in your schooling, starting off in kindergarten by just noticing if it was sunny or cloudy or snowing. And then in second grade, you added in those temperature elements as well. Very good. All right. On slide 2, there are 2 links to videos. I've got them pulled up. Here is a connection to temperature and how we can read it.
If I told you we were going outside and the temperature outside was 30 degrees, how would you dress? Would you wear a t-shirt and shorts? Or would you wear a winter coat and hat? Does that seem like a silly question to you? It's not a silly question at all. Let me explain. One side of the thermometer measures temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, and the other side in degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit and Celsius are different scales used on a thermometer. Let's look at the Fahrenheit scale for a moment. This is the temperature at which water freezes. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit means it is cold outside. Now, look at the Celsius scale. On the Celsius scale, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So, let's go back to my question. If I told you we were going outside and it was 30 degrees Fahrenheit out, how would you dress? We know that 30 degrees Fahrenheit is colder than the temperature at which water freezes, so you should wear a coat and hat. And what if I told you it was 30 degrees Celsius outside? Look at that! 30 degrees Celsius is almost as warm as 90 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd better wear a t-shirt and shorts. Or better yet, grab your swimsuit and head to the pool.
Okay. Miss Sousa, why are there 2 different temperatures? Great question, guys. There are different ways to measure tons of things, okay? You guys already know about one difference, and that is with our centimeters or our inches, right? We know that you can measure something in an inch, you can measure something in a centimeter as well. We also know with our weight, you can measure something in ounces, you can measure something in pounds, you can measure something in kilograms. It is the same with temperature, okay? With temperature, what we use in the United States is called Fahrenheit. When you watch the news station or when you open up your cell phone, this is going to be the type of temperature that is shown to you, Fahrenheit. Celsius is more of a scientific temperature. It is more exact, it is more precise, and it is easier to remember because there's 0 degrees and that's freezing, and there's 100 degrees and that's boiling. So it's much more simple, and it's based on 10, okay? We are going to practice reading both, and I want you to be able to distinguish, just like he did in this video, the difference between 30 degrees Fahrenheit and 30 degrees Celsius. If I say it's 30 degrees, if it's Fahrenheit, what we would normally talk about in the United States of America, you're going to grab your coat. If it's Celsius, and I was talking with you about science, you better put on some shorts because it's going to be a hot one. So we're going to figure out the difference between these. Are there any questions on that so far? Okay. Our next video, yes, Tim.
I thought Celsius was cold.
No, great thought. The C in Celsius stands for Celsius. It does not stand for cold. You might be associating it with cold because 0 degrees is considered freezing in Celsius. So a lot of people think that stands out, but no, the C does not stand for cold. It stands for a type of measurement. Just like IN would stand for inches and CM would stand for centimeters. F stands for Fahrenheit, C stands for Celsius. Okay.
No, I thought Celsius was a measurement of how cold something was.
It can be, but it is not. It is a full range of temperatures from below freezing to over boiling.
Okay.
All righty. This next video that we're going to watch is going to go over an example that you see on slide 4. Okay. So this is the information that we're about to see in the video. And this is here for you to reference when we finish watching and you're working independently. But it's doing that fun thing again where it doesn't let me click play. Why did the other video let me click play, but not you? Of course. Go. Well, since our internet doesn't want to work, we're going to go ahead and talk through this example, ladies and gentlemen. Hop to slide 4, please. Hut to, slide 4. Do you guys want me to do the robot here? There you go. I jumped in. All right. Ed is leaving for school. Goodbye, Ed. He looks at the thermometer outside his kitchen window. What is the temperature? Write the temperature in two ways. A thermometer measures temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit and Celsius are different scales used on a thermometer. We see that picture right here of the thermometer that was outside his kitchen window. Notice the circle symbol, which shows degrees Fahrenheit. Notice the circle symbol, which shows degrees Celsius. For Fahrenheit, we will read along this side, the left side. For Celsius, we would read along the right side. There are some notes here for you to see. No matter which temperature you are using to measure, water freezes here at 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can imagine a straight line there. And either way, that is how high the red line would be to show it is freezing. Room temperature, or what you're sitting in right now, is normally right around here, right around 24 degrees Celsius or right around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And then a hot day again would be here, around 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius. Okay, so just some differences. The top of the red column is at 54 degrees on the Fahrenheit scale. On the Fahrenheit scale, the temperature is 54 degrees. On the top of the red column is also the 12 of the Celsius degrees. On the Celsius scale, the temperature is 12 degrees. So guys, just like this, right? Let's say I want to measure this Lego minifig. I line him up here at 0. He is equal to 1 3/4 inch. If I turn it over 2 centimeters, he is equal to 4.5 centimeters. It's just a different way to measure. Nothing changed about, except his head falling off. That changed. We'll fix it. Nothing changed about our Lego figure. It was just the unit of measure. Same thing with this that we're working on. Nothing is changing about the temperature. It's just the unit of measure. It's not getting hotter or colder. It's just right there. We're using a different side of the thermometer. Okay? Any questions on that? All right. We are going to go ahead and skip over slide 3. I want you to hop to slide 5. So yes, I know that we skipped slide 3. It's okay. Every little thing is going to be all right. All right, here we go. With your teacher, let's read this and determine the answer together. Would you swim outside when the thermometer shows the following temperature? Explain. Notice our Fahrenheit. Grab a color, I don't care which color, and circle it in Fahrenheit, please. And then I want you to draw a line right where the Fahrenheit line ends. So just like a number line, we can see this here. We've gone up past 60. We've gone up past 70. We've gone up past 80, and then we've gone up by a little line. Now I notice that these lines, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth one is 90. So I bet they're counting by twos. 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90. Yep, sure enough. So this would be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and write that with me. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So swimming outside, yes, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That's enough to make you sweat. So yes, we would go swimming outside. Let's check the Celsius. Change your color. I don't care what color you choose, but make it a different color. Let's take a look here. On the Celsius scale, we've gone up past 20. We haven't got to 30 yet. So let's check and see if it's also a scale of 2. 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and yep, I landed on 30. So there it is, 28. So 82 degrees Fahrenheit is the same as 28 degrees Celsius. Write that down, please. The question is, would you swim outside? Answer with the thermometer and explain. So our answer is yes, we would swim outside. And I'm not going to put this in the chat. Y'all need some keyboarding skills, so get to typing, please. Yes, I would swim outside because, and I'll pause and let you catch up. Yes, I would swim outside because. Then we're going to use information from our chart. 82, and you can put an F for Fahrenheit. I don't think Seesaw will let you do the degree symbol, so I'll let you slide. Yes, because 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius is hot enough to sweat. And when we sweat, it feels good to jump in some water. Y'all got me wishing for summer. Yes, Terrence.
Guess what? You
What?
thought you didn't have me typing. I didn't type anything.
I didn't say you did. All righty, let's hop to slide 6, please. Slide 6. All right. In 3 and 4, write the temperature shown on each thermometer in degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius. I'm going to stick to that color coding. That helps me. Let's take a look. Degrees Fahrenheit. Let's start there. We're at 40. The red bar has gone up past 50. It has gone up past 60. It has gone up past 70. It has not gone to 80, so we're going to count by our twos. 70, 72, 74, 76. It is 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Hi, Camille, welcome. We're on the activity titled Indiana Lesson 6, Temperature. We just started on slide 6. Go ahead and hop right there, please. Let's read the same temperature, but in a different unit of measure. It has gone up past 10. It has gone up past 20. I'm going to count by twos now. 20, 22, 24. It is 24 degrees Celsius. What questions can I answer about reading these thermometers? Yes, William.
Do we have to use the drawing strategy?
If it makes sense in your brain, no, but I am going to continue to show it here. Okay. All righty, let's take a look again at number 4. We've gone below 0. We've gone up past 0. We've gone up past 10. We are not yet to 20. So 10, 12, 14, 16. That is 3 lines above 10. And 3 times 2 is 6. 6 above 10 is 16. 16 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a cold day. Now take a look here. Look, there's a negative symbol in front of this. That means it is negative degrees in Celsius. Negative 20 has gone up to negative 10. And then we've gone up halfway between the next line. Okay. Now we're counting up because we're doing a countdown. This is like counting backwards. 10, 9, 8. Okay. They're going 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8. But it's halfway between. So our next would be 9. It is negative 9 degrees Celsius. Make sure you have that negative symbol in there because negative 9 is very different from positive 9. Questions on that? Yes, Terrence.
So another reason we know that it's less is because 20 is a higher number than 10, so it's going higher, colder.
Yes.
The lower it is, the hotter it is.
on the, oh, you're saying the bar. So as we go up, it's going to start getting hotter the more the bar rises.
Yes.
All right. Questions, questions, questions. Okay. Let's hop to slide 7, please. Slide 7 is going to go in a breakout room. You're going to look at these thermometers. I want you to write down the temperature in Fahrenheit, the temperature in Celsius. I will be turning on your screen sharing so that you can talk about your answers together. But you're going to solve this slide in a breakout room. What's happening? There we go. Okay. Here's the correct answers, YouTube. Sorry I missed you. Love you. Okay. All right, let's hop to slide 8, please. Slide 8 is where your independent work begins. So slide 8 is going to be independent. You can put an I on it to mark it, and we're going to come back to it. Let's take a look at slide 9, please. Slide 9 gives you a word problem. Temperature in Indiana caverns is always about 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Which thermometer shows that? This is also some independent work. Read those thermometers, choose the one that shows about 55. Hop to slide 10. Write the temperature shown on each thermometer in Fahrenheit or Celsius. On this independent slide, you have a choice. The choice is made for you because the thermometers are labeled. So I hope that you use the labels to write your choice correctly. Love you. Slide 11. Again, it says in Fahrenheit or Celsius. Use the labels on the thermometer and make sure you put your degrees Fahrenheit or your degrees Celsius in your answer. Okay. And then on slide 12, tell me what you learned about your temperature measurements today. One thing that I want to make sure is very clear. On these, the label is there for you. Degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius, degrees Fahrenheit, degrees Celsius. On these, the label is not. So if you only put a number right there, I'm going to say, cool, you got some purple unicorns flying through space. Woohoo! There they go. And you're going to be wrong. Okay? Make sure you look at those labels and write them appropriately. Okay? This is your independent task today. When you finish this task today, you still have measurement assigned to you on Prodigy. I want you to practice that measurement. I'm going to switch it from our length and our weight to our temperature. Okay, so practice measuring temperature on your Prodigy. All right, y'all, that's it.